Back in the Lake District, it's PTSD vibes, mate. There's like 13 tents up here already, so basically been forced into cowboy camping. Oh, there's a moth in my prawn. Nah then. Welcome back. It's been a while. Been a few weeks, but we're back. Back in the Lake District, heading up for the first wild camp. It's going to be a potential 2-3 nighter, and I'm going to make a separate video of each one. And we're just setting up now for night number 1. Well, setting off up for night number 1. We're just parked down here in Honester Slate Mine car park, and it's quite funny because I pass through here on the coast to coast, so it's PTSD vibes, mate. And we're heading up somewhere up here, and we've Ollie endured. We're going to be heading up somewhere up here. Once again, Ollie's the plan man. He's not the plan together, and we're just following along, so good to be back. Bring you back as it unfolds. Oh yeah, I think it's called Fleetwith Pike, but I'll double check that in a little bit. But already, in true Lake District fashion, the scenes are absolutely unreal. Absolute landscape scenery, mate. Buzzing to be back out. Buzzing to be back at it. Let's go. I will say, in true traditional form, straight out car, no warm up, straight up a vertical incline. It's always Ollie's fault. What can you do? What can you say? The only difference is this time it's 25 plus degrees. Oh, it's hot. Hot and sweaty. This is where we come up so far. Up this road. The winding road. We're basically just following this slate mine path. We've not even actually joined the proper trail yet, but we'll pick it up soon enough. Heading somewhere over here, I believe. Like I say, always the plan man. Plenty of daylight left though. It's actually 20 past 8 now, and I think we're actually gonna make the sunset for once, so should be good. Absolute landscape scenery. We love it. Even this way. Beautiful. And this is why we do it. This is why we come. There's our first little taster of the views that we're in for. Not gonna lie, it's just 360 panoramic landscape scenery. Gnarly. Trekking adventures. There we go. You can see the guy down here already, and there's a few people up on the main summit as well, so just gonna have to scope it out and see as we go. As you can see, views are gonna be absolutely tremendous. So yeah. But yeah, that's pretty much the main climb done anyway. We're just gonna have to scout around now up on this plateau and just see where we can get set up. Somewhere with some views, hopefully. Awesome. Beautiful spot. So yeah, like I mentioned, it already looks like, jump over this bog, it looks like some of the better spots are already taken, so just gonna have to have a bit of a scramble, a bit of a ramble, and just scope it out, and just hopefully we can find a spot with some nice views. We did turn up quite late, so it's understandable, but I mean, in a way we are doing it technically how it's supposed to be done. Turn up late, leave early, all that, so what can you do? We'll find somewhere. So just come up to the top section. As you can see, there's like 13 tents up here already, so this is not happening. We're gonna have to find a different spot, but I can understand why it's a popular spot, because views are absolutely phenomenal. So yeah, it's one of them. We're up late, so just gonna have to have a rethink, get creative, scope some other little spots out here and there, and just see how it goes. But yeah, that's not happening over there tonight, so we'll probably backtrack a little bit and just see if we can get creative, find another little spot somewhere. All right, so we came away from the summit a little bit. We counted, we're going to say there's 20 tents up there. 20 tents minimum, and then obviously one person minimum to each tent, and a couple of them were couples, so yeah, and there were 2 more people just heading up as well, and they were carrying gear like, you know, like this, which is never a good sign. So it's like a campsite up there tonight. So we've came away, we've dropped down a little bit, still got good views. Not going to get the views from quite where the tent is, but this is where we're going to set up. I'm going to get the Lanchan here somewhere. George's going to get the OEX Fox somewhere there, and I think Ollie's just going to cowboy camp it on here. So Ollie's first ever cowboy camp. But you kind of whack it, you kind of complain. Views are phenomenal. You can actually see the Irish Sea over there, so the views are pretty fantastic. And you know what, from here we might actually get the sun setting on the Irish Sea, so could actually be better views from here down this valley right here. We're not going to get quite as good of views on this reservoir, but might get good views up here with the sun setting. So I might just set a quick time lapse up, and yeah, bring you back when we're all set up. But yeah, look at this. Okay, there we go. The Lanchan's up, back in the Lanchan too. It's a pretty good pitch. Not quite high enough to get the views from the tent, but that's alright, because I can literally just walk right around this corner and I've got it all on my doorstep. So it's never perfect when you're wild camping. You've just got to go with the flow. Sometimes it doesn't go according to plan, and you just got to improvise, adapt and overcome. So still needs a little bit of adjustment, but she's up. It's a decent pitch. It's as solid as it's going to get. So there's probably some mounds that I'm laid on. I've not even been in the tent yet, but we'll find out when I get in. Ollie's right down here, just basically been forced into cowboy camping because it's limited spots. So, but it's going to be a good night for it, so I don't blame him, and it's going to be a good view. So yeah, just going to linger around for a little bit, adjust the tent a little bit more, get everything set up inside, and then I'll bring you back when we get a little bit further along. But look at this absolute landscape scenery. We've just lost the sun a little bit behind these clouds here, but I think once it gets a little bit lower on the horizon, hopefully we'll get a sunset, but we'll just have to see. I can just see the sunset from here, from the tent, so it's actually turned out alright. Can't see the reservoir, it's just down here, but I can see the Irish Sea and where the sun's going to set. It's a little bit cloudy over there, so we'll just have to see what manifests, but not too bad in the end. Sounds of nature. There we go. Manchan's here, boys are chilling. George's over here in the old trusty OEX Fox. It's unfortunate, but we didn't quite get to see the sunset. It was just a little bit too cloudy on the horizon, but one of those things, you can't have it all, so. But it's ended up a good spot. 360 degrees, landscape scenery, so can't really complain. Show you up here a little bit as well. Can't really complain. But yeah, just gonna chill with the boys for a bit. And I'll bring you back as the night unfolds. Right then, back in the tent now. Skies outside are beautiful. Got a little bit more of an adventurous dinner tonight compared to usual. So, got some king prawns, some sugar snaps, and this to tie it all together. So basically I'm looking to make some kind of king prawn sugar snap ramen, but we'll see. I'll let you know how it goes anyway. I'll bring you along on the culinary journey that's about to unfold before us. So we'll see how we get on. Just enjoying a nice little step too. Chilling, chatting with the boys. And that's it. Oh, there's a moth in my prawn. That's a bad place to be landing, mate. There's the prawns anyway. They're frying up. Gonna get these in a minute. Some sugar snaps. And then we'll pick up from there with the ramen ready. I think these have got potential, I think, for wild camping. But we'll find out tonight. I'm gonna give it a go, but definitely got potential. We'll find out. Right, I've chucked some water in there. It does say to remove your veg and protein and cook the noodle separate and then put it all together at the end, but we're wild camping, mate, so I've chucked the water in. So I'm just going to boil the noodles and the prawns and everything together and then chuck the paste in and see what we end up with. But when you're wild camping, mate, instructions go out window. It's just how it is. Okay, got a good rolling boil on. Boiled the noodles up. So I'm going to add this ramen sachet. Ooh. Get that mixed in there. Oh, it is. Get that mixed in there. Give that a stir. And we'll see where we're at. Alright, there we go. Some kind of wild camping ramen fusion that we've got going on. It's turned out alright, to be fair. Don't look too bad. I'll give it a go. We'll give it a go. It's going to be nice and warm anyway, that's for sure. So yeah, I'm going to see this off and then I'll get outside and show you around a little bit. Probably have to film it on the phone because it's on the GoPro, it's so bad in low light. Scenes, mate. Scenes. We're all set up. Got a film on.
And you couldn't get me a message? You never even wondered what happened to
I'm
me?
going to call this wild camping ramen. And that's it. So yeah, chilling out for a bit. We love it. Alright then, that's us for the night. Ramen's been full sent. Can't really see anything now, it's too dark, but that's the spot. Be able to show you better in the morning when the sun arrives on the opposite horizon somewhere over here, which again you can't see any of. So yeah, that's it. Good night, God bless. See ya in the morgen. How are you then? Right then, that's it. Good morning from Fleetwith Pike. All packed up there as you've just seen. Leave no trace as always. It's just the way it's supposed to be. So yeah, we're up and out. I can still see just from here. I can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and there's a tent. I don't know if you'll be able to see it on camera. There's another one. So there's 9 tents that I can see just from this spot that I'm stood right now. So we clocked about 20 tents last night and people just kept turning up. So there's 20 plus tents up there on the main summit, and that's why we chose to drop back down a little bit, come back down to this spot. But it's turned out a good little spot, to be fair, away from the main crowd. So yeah, pretty successful night all in all. So we're just going to finish up getting packed up, head back down, and yeah, go get some breakfast somewhere. And that's pretty much going to conclude for night number 1. Like I say, we're planning on doing a couple of nights, maybe 2, 3 nights. We're just going to see how it goes in different spots. So yeah, in the next video we'll be at the next spot, and that's how I'm going to do it for this one. So yeah, as always, landscape scenery. So yeah, I'll bring you back along the way back down. So that's it then, pretty much back at the car now. So that's going to wrap us up for this one. Sorry if the vlogging and the videography is not as good as usual. Like I say, I'm a little bit rusty, but we'll get back into it. No danger, no worries. So yeah, Fleetwith Pike, completed it, mate. Busy spot, but fantastic view, so you can see why. So yeah, I'm going to sign you out now, and then I'll pick you up later on today for the next wild camp, for tonight's wild camp, and that's going to be the next video that you see. So Howie, thanks for watching, thanks for sticking around, appreciate you all. See you tonight, but for you it'll be next week. Over and out, peace and love. PTSD, mate. Glad that one's done.